What's up, guys? Coach Richard here with another episode of Peace Under Pressure. On this podcast, we're just trying to help people find peace in everyday life and the stress that comes with it, from having to work out, having to take care of our relationships, having to build our dreams, having to go to work every day, having to raise kids, having to, stay healthy. There's a lot in life, and this podcast is just my experience over the 12 years of working in fitness and dealing with a lot of different types of people, helping them to find peace and a better life through fitness and mindset. So this one always comes up, or I don't have time to work out, or I don't have time to do anything. So I wanted to do this episode, and we're going to talk about, can you master time, or will you always just be chasing it? A few months back, I had to ask a couple people some good traits that I had, and one thing that they came up with was I was a master of time, that I always was on time. I never seemed rushed. And it didn't really hit me that day. I was like, what's the point in rushing? But over the next 6 months, that always just stuck in my head that I was good at it, because I hear it a lot. I don't have time to go to the gym today, or this week, or at all. Usually when people cancel, it's a time issue. So I wanted to come on here and talk about how I feel like I have come to master time. So are you always in a hurry? Do you never have time? I know I used to think like that. And to me, time was always worth more than money or really anything. I needed time to party. In my 20s and 30s, I was a party animal. I thought I was being efficient by just always rushing. I was always trying to just get done quicker with my job so I could get off and have time. So that mindset started at my job of delivering furniture for Mathis Brothers. I love this job. It was so much fun. Picture me at 16 to 25 with really no boss, in a big truck, driving around, carrying furniture in people's house. It was awesome. I loved this job. And my favorite thing about it was some days I could get off around 10 a.m. And still make the money because we got done quick. I got paid the same even if I messed up, and I feel bad now for that, but we were always in a rush, and I was never really happy, because getting done faster in my mind meant more time, which meant I had more freedom, more money, I was rich. But that mindset leaked into everything. It was the mindset of move fast, get in, get out, buy my time back. When it didn't stay at work, it became how I lived my whole life, especially with those everyday tasks like doing the dishes, the laundry, taking a shower, just getting ready for work every day. So my life started to look like something that I don't wish upon anybody. It wasn't any peace involved. There was no control. Just little unfinished things everywhere. Every time I'd start something, I had to finish it first. The house became friction. The dishes in the sink became harder to clean because they've sit there for a day. The pans, good luck, they're non-stick was what I would say. But the next day it felt like it was sure sticky. Laundry still in the dryer every morning, wrinkled up, needed to be started before you could put it on. Keys and wallet are missing. Who knows where they are at. No plan of how I wanted my day to go at all. Just leave it to Jesus is what I would say. just guessing every day. Every single day was a scavenger hunt. Sounds fun, right? Not when it's every day. I will say that. Turned my house into a mess. Turned my whole morning into recovery mode from last night or the day before. It turned tomorrow into a fight before today was even over. Once I started to shift, the real reason I found that I had no time wasn't because I was always just saying I had no time. That wasn't the full truth. The problem was I kept making everyday tasks harder. So say I wanted to go cook a meal. Well, I first had to clean the pan from yesterday, and that would be a pain in the butt because I'm telling you, that food, I don't know what becomes after a day, but it sticks to it so bad. Getting dressed for anything, I had to, unwrinkle the clothes. When I wanted to leave, I had to look for my keys and my wallet and everything. Every single task would start with the part I didn't want to do yesterday, so I didn't finish. And that's why everything just seemed to suck. Not because life was doing it to me, because I was doing it to myself. So why, you got to do it. What's the difference between doing it today, tomorrow, or yesterday? Unfinished tasks make you mad because obviously that's the part you don't want to do. I don't want to clean the dishes. So, whenever I go to cook and there's dishes in the sink, now I hate cooking because I know I gotta do the dishes, I gotta cook, and then I'm gonna have to do them again. So you think I'm doing them again? No, they're probably gonna be the start of tomorrow's cooking. Whenever a task isn't ready for you, you're gonna start resenting it. And I don't want that for you. But when it is ready, you're gonna be more willing to cook the meals, to do the laundry. A lot of people ruin their own day before the day even starts. So the 20s and 30s, it was all about speed and party and just having time to do nothing. And then late 30s, what changed? Owning a business. Business ownership isn't for the faint at heart. I couldn't rush anymore. Delivering furniture, if I rushed, say I messed up, that was on the boss. He had to take care of it. I still got paid. Owning CrossFit Fiend changed that for me. Now, if I rush, if I cut corners, if I do things half-ass, that can cause my dreams, my purpose of CrossFit Fiend and helping people live a better life. It affects that directly. It doesn't affect my coaches or staff or those old bosses, which I feel bad for them now. It affects me. So if your life is disordered, it's not time that failed you, it's your discipline. So that shift I discovered owning CrossFit Fiend. The old mindset was move fast, get it done, have more time to party, get down. My new mindset since owning CrossFit Fiend, slow down. Do things right. Finish it. Set it up for next day or the next time you're going to do it. Build your dream and build it well. So let's stop treating everyday tasks like interruptions. Start treating them like setups. You're going to do these things again and again and again. So why not set yourself up for success? Think of leaving every person, every task, everything, every room better than when you found it, or when you walked in it, or when you met them. That's how you can get your time back. People always think slowing down is a waste of time and you're not going to have less time. I can promise you it does the opposite. Rushing creates future problems for tomorrow slowing down and doing things right and finishing them, it removes your problems for tomorrow. If you're always rushing, how can you expect to not always feel like you're in a hurry? That's just how it is. If you're rushing, you're going to feel like you're in a hurry. Good luck with that. It's not because life gave you less time. We all have the same 24 hours. It's because you keep handing your tomorrow a big mess. The mess doesn't just cost time, it costs you peace, it costs your energy, it costs your joy. All these things matter. What life would feel like if you just slowed down and left things better? Life would get lighter. It wouldn't be perfect. No one's ever going to be perfect, but it would be easier. When you walk into a room, you know where the remotes are. You could just watch TV instead of having to spend 10 minutes looking for the remotes. When you go to cook, the pans and the dishes are all ready. When you go to do laundry, the washer and dryer are both ready. You don't have to wash your clothes and then when you go to put them in the dryer, realize there's some in there and then let those unwrinkle, fold them, switch the other ones over. So just slow down. Because I know once I slow down, I noticed I was walking into tomorrow with yesterday complete. If we miss one day, but we've been on it, that's just a moment. 5 days become stressful, 10 days becomes absolute chaos. So slow down. Even if you missed yesterday, make sure you finish those tasks today. So my challenge for you is to stop acting like you're a victim of time. You don't have time. Time's attacking you. You're not a victim of time. Your habits are shaping your experience of time. And not finishing those habits and then having to do them tomorrow is what's making you feel like you have no time. So if you created the chaos, you can create order just by slowing down. If I can do it, you can do it. Now, my biggest pet peeve when it comes to time, and I think everybody can agree with this if we've all had those friends that you gotta wait on every single day. I get it. Time is man-made. I like to say it's irrelevant, but it's man-made for a good reason. You know, it's to me, it's all about respect. And respect is still real even if time isn't. So being late is often poor preparation dressed up as personality of, oh, that's just who I am. I'm always late. If you're always late, that's not a personality trait. It's a respect issue. If you're late every once in a while, I get it. Life happens. If you're late every day, it means you don't respect the agreement that you made enough to prepare to be there on time for the people that you said you would meet them. We all know those people who seem to never be in a rush. I like to think I'm one of them people now, but I know people who are even calmer than me, who just make life look like it's just an easy breezy ride. They don't have more time than you. We all got 24 hours. It's that they finish tasks. They set up their next task and it's ready for them whenever they get to it. That task isn't fighting them. It's more waiting for them, ready to go, set up for success. So they can just get in and get right to it. Even if that's watching TV, they don't have to look for the remotes because it's right where it's supposed to be. So my challenge for you today and tomorrow is to finish all your tasks. Take your time, slow down, do it right, do it completely. You do not master time by running faster. You master time by becoming someone who doesn't leave a big mess behind. This is about peace, self-respect, and leadership. The clock is not your enemy. You probably don't need more time. You need to stop creating a life that wastes it. Slow down. Do it right. Finish what you start every time. Leave things better than you find them. Not perfect, but better. That's how you're going to get back your time. That's how you're going to master it. I love you guys. Stay rad.